Do you remember the time in middle school when you thought that you were gay or you felt gay and you told every single person in your class that you were gay, but then realized that you actually don't like boys, but you still felt gay? Yeah. And you know how you always feel like if you wore a bra under your clothes, you might feel really good?
Nope.
And how every day you wake up pretending to be someone you're not, and it's confusing because is everyone else feeling like this? Are they pretending too? And you're confused and you're lonely. And the big question that's haunting you for your entire life, like, why am I like this? Is there something wrong with me? Well, I have an answer for you. You are a trans woman. Yay! No, oh no, don't react like that. It's actually a good thing. And I know you don't even really understand what it means to be trans because nobody freaking told you, but you are going to get a head start on that transition. You're going to start that laser hair removal. You're going to start those hormones, and you are going to be so freaking happy. And look, I get that this is really scary. There's a lot of people out there, crazy opinions about trans people. By the way, don't get that Harry Potter tattoo. But all that considered, the juice is very much worth the squeeze when it comes to transitioning. So tonight, you're going to research everything you can find about trans people, and you're going to start your transition, and you're going to be so happy, and I'm so excited for you. Good luck, and I love you.
In your circle, I'm sure you got all kinds of gays and trans whatevers of all stripes, but not where I come from.
Now, keep in mind after watching that first clip that just like Jeffrey Marsh, Lily Tino's TikTok videos are aimed at kids. Not adults, but kids. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a very quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today. And as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So this interesting looking individual is Ivy Louise. Now, Ivy Louise is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transbian or trans lesbian. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking, and no, this is not Ivy Louise's Halloween costume. This is how he goes about his daily life, so there's that.
A little creepy, bro.
All right, we're going to keep it moving with this recent interview of Kamala Harris where she tells us all not to believe our lying eyes. Now, each and every one of us saw how frail, incompetent, and cognitively impaired Joe Biden was during his whole presidency, but Kamala Harris says, no, you didn't. Roll it.
He was not frail as president of the United States. I do believe that Joe Biden had the capacity to be president of the United States, and I have never doubted that he had the capacity to be president of the United States.
Now, let's stick with politics for a moment. And this next clip, by the way, is not filmed in Mogadishu, Somalia. It's filmed right here in the good old US of A, Minneapolis, Minnesota, to be exact. And I believe this fella, Omar Fateh, is running to be the next mayor of Minneapolis. Roll it.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Somalia. Somalia. Hiran State. Mawisle. Mawisle. Early voting was hadda illa November 4. I need your vote. I need you. Hadan Udkina, hello. We're gonna win.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Now, Omar Fateh looks very familiar to me. Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't he the guy that played in Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks?
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Anyway, next up we have Joe Biden's former publicist, diversity hire Karine Jean-Pierre, continuing her book tour and basically saying the same thing that Kamala Harris said, that Joe Biden is sharp as a tack. And if any of us question that, we're a bunch of hateful racist bigots because we are questioning the word of a black queer woman, I guess. Roll it.
Karine, do you have any regrets at all for anything that you said while you were speaking on behalf of this administration?
Look,
It's just it's a simple yes or no. You don't even know.
No, because you're asking for a yes or no question. I want to put some context to it too. I woke up every day. I woke up every day very proud to be the White House press secretary. I woke up every day as a Black woman who is queer, who no one had ever seen someone like me at that podium standing behind that lectern. It was an honor and a privilege to have that job. And I did it to the best of my abilities.
A few moments later.
How to move forward. And for me, as a Black woman, as a person who's also LGBTQ, I feel as if those communities that I am part of largely get taken for granted. And I see that today in groups that are being thrown under the bus for a short-term win. And it is not the big tent party that I loved and enjoyed and was part of and fought for.
What the hell did you just say?
As a Black woman, as a person who's also LGBTQ, as a Black woman, I am a Black woman, I am a queer woman, I am an immigrant. Being a Black woman, as a Black woman myself, that is the thing that I understood as a Black woman, is that I meant a lot to people because of the communities that I represented. And whether it was women of color, Black women, queer community, LGBTQ community, immigrant. And as a Black woman, and I have my queerness too.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And sticking with the theme of woke left identity politics, next up we have a clip of Whoopi Goldberg on The View calling the manhunt for the recent perpetrators of the heist at the Louvre Museum a person hunt. Roll it.
Welcome back. The person hunt is on for the thieves because we don't know if a woman did it. We don't know if a man did it. Yeah. So I don't want to say the manhunt, but the person hunt is on for the thieves who stole priceless royal jewelry from the Louvre Museum in Paris. In a daring daylight heist that sounds right out of a movie.
Enough with the woke shit.
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, I'm just going to leave it muted because this young lady is speaking a foreign language and I don't understand what the hell she's saying, but that's not important. It's the fact that she looks like she was stung by a swarm of bees on her face. And she did it on purpose. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Bobby Thompson and Wayne Shorter. Bobby and Wayne, thank you both so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. So once again, today's video sponsors are Bobby Thompson and Wayne Shorter. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Ugh.
Ooh, what happened to your face?
All right, let's see what else is happening out there in clown world. Next up, we have this fella who at the end of this clip says, click the link in my bio, which takes you to a donation page. What the hell does he want donations for? Another pair of Hello Kitty pajamas? Roll it.
People tell me that I'm a man. People say I look like a man. But I know I am not a man. If you don't like the fact that I look like a man, I have a really easy solution. It's so easy. All you have to do is click the link in my bio.
No, man. Shit, no, man. I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Now, most of you have probably heard about the EBT food stamp cards being shut off for millions of Americans because, well, our government's still shut down. Now, I might do a whole nother video on that later in the week. But there are dozens and dozens and dozens of these clips all over the interwebs of mostly obese black women threatening to steal food and do other things to feed themselves and their families. I don't think it would hurt most of them to miss a meal. Anyway, let's hear what this lovely young lady has to say. Roll it.
Let me tell you something. Trump got about 2.5 seconds to turn these motherfucking stamps back on. Or it's gonna be a Jet 2 motherfucking holiday all up and through Walmart. And I ain't playing. Cause let me tell you something. You got us up. You got us up if you think we're not gonna go in these stores and do what the we was already doing. We was already doing it, but see now we telling y'all. Okay, we was already telling y'all, but see now we don't give a fuck. Damn, we already didn't give a fuck. Damn. Well, I guess ain't really nothing to say, but turn the stamps back on, nigga. That's your ass.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Hey, where are the white women at?
What do you mean, you people? Anyway, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of a terrible, terrible poem written by one of these people who still wear a face mask in 2025 because they thought the China AIDS was, well, you know what? I'll let them tell you. Anyway, things are clearly getting very, very crazy out there, guys. So please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
I miss seeing your face. Well, I miss being safe. There is violence in disease. Please, tell me again how you disagree with the scientific studies as you mock disability. It wasn't hard for me to learn better and do better, to understand that we all share air together, and that to continue to center my own comfort and pleasure is to do the work of the oppressor. You cave to the pressure to uphold the status quo, to throw up your hands and say, well, that's just the way things go. When black or trans or other marginalized folks are disproportionately becoming too sick to leave their homes, you post Columbus. But your actions condone the very same practices the colonizers honed. And if it isn't enough to care about others, the numbers don't lie. You are going to suffer. If you don't want to listen, you can't say we didn't warn you. It may feel easy now to ignore and conform to the normalization of chronic illness and pain, but it does beg the question, why do you have the right to maim? You complain about staying at home for a few months. Meanwhile, your children develop scar tissue on their lungs. Long COVID now higher in children than asthma. Just more evidence we fall for their propaganda. Because they tried to say kids aren't harmed by the virus. But tell that to myalgic encephalomyelitis. Every break in transmission prevents death and disability. Is it really that hard to wear a respirator to get groceries? Believe me, I don't want this to be the reality. But it can't be ignored when it's spreading so rapidly. If you wonder if you would have cared during the AIDS crisis, you're doing it now. But it's not too late to revise this.
Well, I'm gonna take this damn mask off.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on them. It's black. Anyway.